wasn't sent by Allah to these rulers, to these Islamic Arabic rulers, if Allah didn't tell him this shit, and you told us earlier that Allah didn't tell him this, but it is believed to be inspired by Allah. That's what you said. All right. So if Allah didn't tell him these rulings, the rulings mean nothing.
Okay. Well, throw it all out, then. Take all the scholarship, all the scholars, and
If
just throw out
Allah,
everything, all their
bro,
academics. I
this
guess.
what
Go
I'm
ahead.
telling you. This what I'm telling you.
It's all
If
good.
Allah, the God Most High in y'all religion, if Allah sent these words to humans to write, these words are perfect in the way they are written. They
They
don't
sure
need
are.
any extra commentary.
They sure don't.
Wait, I said the commentary. What I said the wrong word. They don't need whatever commentary, not commentary. They don't need commentary. They don't need any human explanation of what the words Allah said to
They
mankind.
sure don't. And to scholarly academics, when you come across things like you just said that fall into that category, you are to disregard it. And we have my young man Jesse telling me not to disregard it, to follow the commentary that is going against Islamic ruling. So therein still we have the problem.
Jesse, is that what you're saying?
Absolutely not. What I'm trying to explain to this brother is the Islamic ruling comes from, first of all, the Quran, which is the highest authority, and then we have Islamic ruling through Hadith and commentary. Now, none of these things are going to contradict you. These things should all line up. They should all be in the same direction, and this works as a form of checks and balances. Because when we talk about what something means, a brother can tell you anything when they're drawing their own conclusion. But if you have a hadith on the Quran verse, and you have a commentary on the verse, this would provide the best explanation beyond what any regular human being is going to provide. So when the brother says that the that this is the Islamic ruling, if he's not following the hadith or the commentary on the Quran, where is he getting his Islamic ruling from? Where in the Quran does it say what this brother just said? His understanding of Islamic ruling is coming from another man that is not official. You get what I'm saying? There's nowhere in the Quran or the Hadith or the commentary that would agree with what the brother said, and ultimately the brother is going off of own his own opinion, and that's a problem because when we're teaching, when we're talking about scripture, you can't be following people's opinion on this matter beyond the hadith and the commentary. So, we were talking about hadith earlier today, and the brother was talking about how we didn't need hadith, and the hadith is the where we get the explanation on how to pray, on how to do these the actions that the prophet did, and the commentary provides information direct on these verses. uh these brothers like to pick and choose the commentary that they want to follow, because how do I say, we were talking about the beating of the woman earlier today. Now, when he recognized that my commentary was good, oh, it's all good. But when we talking about commentary where it talks about Jesus' scripture still being around, and there's no Quran verse that goes against that, now he decides to throw it away because it doesn't fit in his own narrative. So with that being said, there's nothing wrong with the hadiths. There's nothing wrong with the commentary, and the only time that these brothers tend to want to throw away these things are when it goes against their own narrative. The Islamic ruling, when that brother said that these things go against the Islamic ruling, I invite that brother to bring up the scripture that he's talking about. I'm not asking for no Google post, because the Google post is not um it's not an official Islamic tool. So with that being said, I invite the brother to pull up the Quran verse or the Hadith, or whatever, wherever he's getting this Islamic ruling from.
All right, so I gotta ask these two questions. Well, same question to both of y'all. I want to know: does either one of you feel like the commentary is hogwash?
Absolutely not. I believe in the commentary 100%. I don't think there's no discrepancies within the commentary and the scripture.
Who was that, Manny?
No, this is Jesse.
Jessie. All right, Manny. What do you believe? Do you believe the commentary is good or it's imperfect?
Well, once again, the commentary is not from a scholar, not from anybody credible, but it's just from a source that has an opinion about this. And at the end of the day, his opinion, like I said, goes against the actual text. And it's his version of what he thinks it is. So at the end of the day, that big long speech he just gave about everybody's opinions and all this stuff, he just literally said, you need to throw all that out the window and believe in an opinion from this commentary, which isn't even from a scholar. But you know, the Islamic ruling. This is so funny. I'm actually combating somebody who's elementary school. If he doesn't even know what or where the Islamic rulings come from, he doesn't have any clue about any Islamic sources. Because, like I said, we've called this guy out in his stuff so many times that he doesn't even read Quran. He's just coming from some Christian apologist argument standpoints, and that's why all of his arguments are going against Islam. Like Allah is a deceiver, like he told us. You know what I mean? So how are you going to take a argument that Christians use and come at Muslims with it, because all you do is watch YouTube videos with Christian apologists? So these are the only verses you know from the Quran. You feel me? Which is why every single thing he says has been out of context so far. And everything that we're talking about is so far off base because it's not dealing with what we're talking about. He's taking it out of context and trying to make it apply to something else that he wants to do, which all I'm taking is taking the verse in context and analyzing the Arabic words. And anything extra, like commentary or his opinion on the translation in English, is extra. And that's
Okay,
all
all
I've ever
right.
said.
He had a little heart in that comeback in that round right there. That one you felt like you was into it a little bit. All right, what you got for that, Jesse or Neo?
So
Jessie.
once again, my response is simple. I've already explained that we get Islamic ruling from Quran, Hadith, and commentary. The brother lied when he said that the commentary is not by a scholarly source. These brothers who wrote the commentary are so scholarly that they put him in charge of making the commentary. So with that being said, like, they are the most official people who could have been tasked with the job, um, and they've been tasked with it. So
Somebody.
If
Okay.
that was true, you could have proved it 3 days ago when
so
we told you to tell it. You haven't
calm down,
dropped your
buddy. Let me
source for your
finish.
commentary
Let me
yet.
finish.
It's been how many days? 2 days.
So
Still
let me
waiting on that.
finish. Now you see how the brother can't even let me finish my little spiel. I let the brother speak. Now what I'm trying to explain is this is the Islamic ruling. The Islamic ruling is based off of Quran, Hadith, and commentary. I don't know where he's getting his Islamic ruling from, but if it's outside of that, it's a problem.
And you show me
Because
any Islamic source anywhere in the world that says that
brother,
that comes from
I'm
commentary, because we
now
can't
look,
find it.
now
I
look.
can't find
Let
it.
me
No
finish.
Muslim can
Let me
find it.
finish.
So stop lying, bro.
Let me finish. So, like I said, the Islamic ruling is based off of Quran, Hadith, and commentary. If the brother's looking outside of that, this is a problem. And the brother is looking outside of that, and he can't bring forth what he is talking about. So anything that I'm going to say, I can bring forth with Quran, Hadith, and commentary to prove my point. Where is he getting his Islamic ruling from? He's looking from an outside scholarly source outside of those things, and this is where he's getting his ruling from. No good, no bueno. You can't listen to a man over the things that I have brought forward. So with that being said,
Oh,
these brothers pick and choose commentary. They like because when the commentary was talking about Jesus and how the gospel was still intact, the brother denied it. Even though there's no Quran verse that says that the gospel of Jesus disappeared. We have commentary that says it's still intact. That was a problem for him, so he denied it. But when we were talking about the commentary where it said that it's not really necessary, like you don't really have to beat the woman. It's permissible, but it's advised for you not to beat her, and that and things of
hold
that
on,
nature.
slow
The
down,
brother
Jesse.
agreed with the commentary.
You dropped a lot now. So the contention is he's saying that the commentary is not worthy. You're saying it, and you're saying that's what it tells you to look to the hadith and the commentary, right?
That what I'm saying is the Quran, Hadith, and commentary is the standard, and if the brother's looking outside of that, where is he looking, and where is his Islamic ruling on this matter? Because
Okay, hold on. That's the question, Manny.
I've answered that question 5 times, bro. Islamic scholars, the Islamic rulings come from the schools of thought. But once again, like I said, I'm arguing with an elementary child that doesn't even know what the schools of thought are. And yet he's been Muslim for 10 years, which is quite pathetic.
The school
But,
of thought is that an Andalus? What is the school of thought?
well,
That's
how about he just Google that so he doesn't make himself look entirely stupid? Because he's sitting here arguing about where
Jesse.
these rulings are coming from, and he doesn't have an idea that Islam has what we call the schools of thought. And he is so far off base where he gets his rulings from that he has no idea how to be a Muslim. But once again,
So you got to go to
let the
school of
okay,
thought to be a Muslim, or at least be certified.
no, you
now
don't.
pull
No.
now
That's a
I'm
straw
asking
man
the brother.
argument there, though.
I'm asking the
That's not
brother.
what I said, but you can twist
I'm
it
at,
if you
I'm
want.
not trying to twist it. I'm just okay. The
Come
school
on,
of thought.
Silky.
Let's focus on the school of thought.
Schools of thought.
Jesse, what's the school of thought?
brother. I follow
You
Quran,
gotta Google it right
Hadith,
quick.
and commentary.
There
This
you go.
this Islamic
Which is
school
in
of thought
violation of your religion.
this Islamic school of thought is going to be more of a what is that word? Is not overrule none of what I have said. Maybe if you want to get further clarification beyond the Quran, Hadith, and commentary, and you want to look into the school of thought, that's fine because we're talking about regular human beings. But when we talk about the standard, of how to believe and how to follow Islam, it's going to be based off of the three things that I have mentioned. This school of thought is not on the same level as what I have mentioned.
Okay,
Oh my
hold on,
goodness. Hold
Manny.
on.
Is it based off the
Goddamn
three
witnesses.
things he just said? Is that the proper way to do it based off the three that he just mentioned?
Well, if he doesn't know what the school of thought is, which has the schools of law, basically,
No, we're
like I
talking
said,
about the three things he said. What do you need, Jesse? The Quran, Hadith, and the what? Side
Commentary.
notes and the commentary.
well,
And,
well,
and
like
I'm
I
saying,
said
I'm saying
earlier on the
the
call,
Islamic school of thought
Silky.
does not oversee those three things that I mentioned.
Okay. Well, Silky,
Oh,
as I
go
mentioned,
ahead.
before, that itself goes against what the Quran says.
That goes against the Quran. Jesse, does that go against the Quran?
Tell the brother to pull up his verse. I want to hear the verse where the
Oh,
brother says that the Islamic
oh, we
school of
like
thought goes over
okay.
the Quran.
We need to see that verse, Manny. Where in the Quran does it say
Okay.
that?
Well,
You gotta present, yeah, right. He's
Because
got to present a
when I
source,
so
talk
all
about
right.
when
no,
We
I
no,
talk
go.
no,
about
no, no.
when I
I
talk
got it
about the
right here. I
Quran,
already know it by memorization.
Oh snap!
It's yeah. Come on, bro. I do this. It's
Okay,
16.
good.
Surah 1624. You know what I'm saying?
You want Jesse to read it? You want him to look it up in his
Hold on. I'm
book?
just, hey, bro. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I'm in the bathroom right now. I'm washing my hands. I'll be done. I'm not trying to talk to you while I'm in the bathroom, but Surah 1624. Go ahead, grab that up, and it will tell you who to go to when you're having issues about learning
Six,
Islam. And it does not
sure.
say
Quran,
go to commentary. It does not say go to. It tells you exactly who to go to. It tells you to go to these
Quran,
schools of thought and these teachers and these guys who have been learning Islam who are more trained than anybody else, which is why we go to the schools of law, the schools of thought to get our information when you don't have, clarity on stuff. And they will get you right. But once again, like I said, this brother has no idea about how to be a Muslim and doesn't even know what the schools of thought are. So to be even Muslim for this, like I said, duration, 10 whole years and not even know this gives you an example of who you're dealing with. You're dealing with a Muslim who's got 17% of the word, and he's based his own, religion off of remnants of his old religion, and he has built this new part on top of that, which is why he has so many Christian Islamic values. They're like half and half because he's just mixed two religions, and that's where he's at right now because he hasn't
Ah,
fully studied Islam.
ah.
But you feel me?
so this is Quran 1624.
Yeah.
And when it
Or
said to
16.
the
No, 1643. My bad.
Jesse, you got
I
your
heard.
sword by you.
Yeah, go
Keep-
ahead. Or
it
even
says
21:7. 21:7 if you're even closer to that. Go there. There's a whole bunch. Like I said, he doesn't read the Quran, so he doesn't know this shit's all through it. And everything that's ever said in the Quran is literally said multiple times through it. So there's no like question if it, oh, did he mean that? Did he? No, because you can read it here, 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 and here. You know what I mean?
so it says, we did not send messengers before you, O prophet, except were men inspired by us. If you polytheists do not know this already, then ask those who have knowledge of the scriptures.
Woo! Where does it tell you to go to?
Those who have knowledge of the scriptures.
There you
So,
go.
so what I
Your
want to point
sheikhs.
out is,
But if you get into the Arabic, it's
let me
basically
respond.
telling you to go to your mosque and talk to your sheikh, who you don't talk to, and to talk to your imam, which you don't talk to. So
So,
basically, you're in violation of what the Quran's telling you to do.
so what I'm going to point out is the imam does not have authority
There you
over
go. Now
the
you're going to make your
Quran.
own rules. Go ahead.
The imam does not have authority over the Quran or hadiths or the commentary. Because when we talk about those who have knowledge of the scripture, the people who have the most knowledge of the scripture are going to be the uh, the companions of the prophet who wrote the hadiths, and also the scholars who wrote the commentary. So yeah, if you can't understand beyond the commentary or the hadiths, then go to a man of knowledge to help you with those things. But ultimately, the Quran, hadith, and commentary are going to be number one. Literally, the commentary is written within the Quran. So my point is, once again, the commentary is the most the hadiths written by the companions. They're going to be the most knowledgeable people beyond the Prophet Muhammad, and then the people who wrote the commentary over the scripture is going to be right under that. Now beyond that is going to be, you can look outside and look out to imam or something of that nature.
Hold
But
on, Manny. Manny, do you agree?
if an imam is going against the Quran, hadith, or the commentary, you might need to get a new imam. For sure.
So, oh man, y'all too silly. All right, Manny, it's on you.
Uh, oh my man, I was even supposed to be paying attention at this point.
So y'all done with the war? Y'all been at this for some days now.
Yeah.
War is
Y'all ain't. I
over.
mean, he says it's the three. You said the two of the three don't count, right?
You said what happened?
I said he said you need the three, and you said two out of three don't count.
If in Silky, I don't know why you're condoning this, but I've been asking him for the beginning too to show us anywhere it says that commentary. It doesn't say that anywhere in Islamic culture at all. So the fact that he keeps saying these three have to, and he can't show that anywhere, just should let you know something. Like I said,
Oh,
we've been asking him where he's getting that from and where he needs to show that us 2 days ago. So that's three
oh,
days ago now, and he still can't show. Just like he can't show some other stuff that I just told you he needs to bring up. Just like I asked about who made his commentary, and here we are 3 days later, and he still can't tell us who did that. Which, are they a scholar? I don't know. It seems suspicious that you won't give the name up where that came from, because not all commentary and not all actually translations, if you know this, come from scholars. These are anybody actually. Soki, if you want to, you can make a translation of the Quran. Open it up and go ahead and start writing down, and you put it in front of the panel, and they'll, get their approval, and boom, you're patented, you're out there. You don't have to be a scholar. So the fact that he keeps trying to straw man that argument and lead us into believing that all these little things have to be the way he says, like the three criteria. If you can show me it, I'll believe it. But you haven't been able to do so for 3 days. And I mean, at this point, like I said, Silky, I'm banging my head on a wall because these are the exact same conversations for 3 days that this man has been having. And it keeps going in a circle and will not stop.
Because I want you to recognize
Which is why he got booted out the other group, because he keeps making the same points. And when it's time to make your rebuttal, you don't make the rebuttal. You just keep making the same point over and over and over. We're waiting for your
Okay,
rebuttal on these.
let him speak, Manny.
So any imam that you would go to in the Islamic mosque, if the brother is a respectable imam, he is going to teach you with the Quran, the Hadith, and the commentary, because it is not
That's
the
a
job
lie.
of an imam to go beyond those things.
The imam told you were lying about that last night, and he's the one who kicked you out of that group because you kept saying
You
what
gotta let him
imams
talk,
were doing.
Manny. You gotta let him talk. Okay, go ahead.
Like
let
I
him lie
said,
because he's
He
lying.
let you, but he
go
let
ahead.
you talk. You then when it's your turn,
but
you'll go.
So an imam does not have authority over the Quran, the Hadith, and the commentary. Any respectable imam should be pointing you in these things direction, because you're not going to get your understanding of the scripture outside of the scripture. So a respectable imam is going to tell you, hey, for this verse, this is what this means, and it's based off of we get this understanding based off of this hadith and or this commentary. If you're just getting your information from an imam and he doesn't use those as a source, you have a problem. And that's pretty much it. Like you're going by man's word, and if he's not using the scripture as a source, where is he getting his information from? So, with that being said, the Quran and the scripture is the Quran, Hadith, and commentary. The commentary is literally in the Quran. So, with that being said, these brothers pick and choose the commentary that they want to follow. When I presented the commentary regarding Jesus having the Gospels and the Gospels still being here, it was an issue for him. Though the Quran does not say nothing about the Gospels being in disappearance, nor does he have this in his school of thought. He has a personal bias he has a personal bias that makes him say the stupid shit that he says. So that being said, my stance is very firm. If you want to seek understanding of the religion, you need to be seeking these three things first: Quran, Hadith, and commentary. And if you need some help beyond that, then feel free to reach out to your imam. But if your imam is getting his information outside of that, you need to be questioning your imam, because where is your mom getting his information from?
Same question
Hello?
100 times. He's getting it from the scripture, like they always do. They go and they read the Quran with you. Well, I don't get what you're talking about. They're going to get different understandings. They're reading the Quran, which you're not doing.
So I made it clear that I read the Quran and I go beyond what this brother does, because I actually follow Hadith and the commentary, which gives further information on these Quran verses. And I go to masjid, you know what I'm saying? And a part of me learning was I didn't have an imam that just drew conclusions based off of just reading the scripture and then giving his own interpretation. I had an imam that used the hadiths and commentary to draw the conclusion, because most imams or respectable imams would be fear of saying something that is not correct. So, you know, saying what you don't know about Allah is a major sin. And if the brothers are drawing conclusions without using these things, it's a major sin on their part.
Well, I believe you, but like I said, here we are 3 days later, and you can't show me anywhere where it says that. So, I mean,
You want me to show you? You want me to show you where it says that it's a major sin for you to draw your own conclusion?
no,
To say
where's
what
this
you don't know about
commentary?
Allah
Do
is a
you
major
straw man
sin.
everything? That's not what I said, my guy. I asked where it says that commentary, which Ibn Kathir, he says the earth is flat in his Quran commentary. So are you to follow that then? His tafsir says it's flat, so are you going to go with that over science that says it's round? So hold
So
up.
when we
Don't get
talk about
yourself in a pickle. We'll talk
when we
about
talk
picking and
about
choosing Tasfir, because this is a person's opinion. And Ibn Kathir is actually a scholar. And I'm pretty sure the Tasfir you brought forward is not a scholar, because unless it came from the 1st to 8th century, or I mean 6th to 8th century, the scholars weren't writing hadith or commentary. That only happened with the companions during the 6th and 8th centuries. So,
okay,
like I said, 3 days later, still looking for that source. But,
all right,
like I said,
all right. So you declare that your scholar declares that the earth is flat. How about this? What verse are you talking about? And I'm gonna pull up the
oh
commentary
God, with the
and we'll see
fucking
what it says.
deflections,
Because I think you're lying. So let's I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my commentary on the same verse
Of
that you're
course you
talking
do,
about.
because you don't know anything about Islam. So no matter what I say, you're gonna think I'm lying. Just like everybody in the Imam was telling you stuff about Islam, and you said he was lying, which he goes on congregation tours all around America, leading this stuff in prayers, and you're telling him how wrong he is. Do you not see the problem here you have going on? But but
If
that's
your
but
imam
go
is
ahead,
going
go ahead,
against if your imam
go.
is going against the Quran, Hadith, and commentary, your
Mm,
imam it should not
mm,
be an
mm, mm.
imam. Maybe you
And
need to
and
look for a
and
new
you
imam.
can't show
We're
how
talking
he did that,
we're talking
nor
about
can
the
you show
imam.
anything.
We're talking about the imam that's on your Facebook group, and everybody in the group is talking crazy on the chat. So this is the type of mom that hangs around a bunch of goofies who talk trash to each other, like this is the respectable people that you bring around, and your mom is okay with people mocking when we're talking about scripture. The type of
Mm.
mom you have.
Straw man, where was he at? Did you see
So
him in there? I didn't see him. That's weird
he
though.
deleted me
Keep
off, right?
keep keep
While
keep telling
everybody
more
was
lies.
mocking me, I kept
Mm.
straight, and I was going off
Keep
my
telling more
Quran,
lies.
Hadith, and
Mm.
commentary,
Mm.
and he deleted me, right?
Mm. No, he deleted you for your actions, what you were doing. You remember? You don't remember trolling in the group? How you were doing? And how you're disrupting the peace and calling everybody stupid Muslims and they don't believe shit because, like I said, you had people who read Arabic telling you what the Arabic said, and you were telling them how stupid they were, and English trumps them, and commentary
I
trumps
did
them.
not say nobody
That's where
was
that's why this
stupid.
conversation came from
I
3 days
did not
ago.
say that nobody
It
was
all
stupid.
stemmed
I
for
said
you
y'all are
rejecting
not
the
real
Arabic.
believers. I said
It
y'all are
all stemmed
not
from
real
you.
believers
Okay.
because y'all go against the Quran, Hadith, and
Exactly.
commentary.
We read you some Arabic, what it says. You didn't like it.
You ain't
You said,
read no
I'm going with the
Arabic.
commentary, and I'm going to go with what this says because it's
Nobody read
ordained
Arabic.
by God. And then you said Allah was the deceiver. He's the best deceiver. And you came with all kind of crazy backwards Christian apologist arguments with Muslims. And that's where the Imam was like, okay, listen, now he's fighting Muslims with Christian arguments. He's got to go. And that's where the Imam actually booted you because you were in the back chat doing that. But, like I said, make your own story to these people to paint your narrative, what you need them to think you are, so that you can feel however you need to feel at the end of the day. I won't disrupt that.
So go ahead and bring up this verse that you were talking about as far as the earth being flat. Where verse did you get that from? I asked, what verse did you declare that uh, the commentary said it was flat?
Not you even here.
Because I'm about to show you how the brother lies.
Okay, brother.
Now, and while he does that, I'm going to pull up the verses of contention that we had problems with. All right, this is 546. Okay, so this is Quran 546. It says, and in the footsteps we sent Jesus, the son of Mary, confirming the law that had come before him. We sent him the gospel therein was a guidance and a light, and a confirmation of the law that had come before him, a guidance and ammunition to those who fear Allah. So the commentary on this says guidance and light for the meaning of gospel Injil or on the Injil printed at the end of Surah. After the corruption of older revelations, Quran comes with a trifold purpose: to confirm the true original message, and to guard it or act as a check of its interpretation. The Arabic word mayamin is very comprehensive in the meaning. It means let me read the next verse. It says, to thee we sent the scripture in truth, confirming the scriptures that came before it, and guarding it in safety. So judge between by what Allah hath revealed, and follow not their vain desires, deviating from the truth that have come to thee. To each among you we have prescribed a law and an open way. If Allah had willed, he would have made you a single people, but his plan is to test you in what he has given you. So strive to the race of all virtues. The goal of you is all to Allah. It is he who will show you the truth in the matters in which you dispute. Now, the commentary for that says, after the corruption of the older revelation, the Quran comes with a trifold purpose: to confirm the true original message and to guard it, or act as a check to its interpretation. The Arabic word mayamim is very comprehensive in its meaning. It means to safeguard watches over, stands witness, preserves, and upholds. The Quran safeguards the book, for it is preserved within the teachings of all the former books. It watches over these books in the sense that it will not let their true teachings be lost. It supports and upholds these books in the sense that uh, corroborates the word of Allah, which has remained intact in them. It stands as a witness because it bears the testimony to the word of Allah contained in these books and helps sort them out from interpretations and commentaries of people which were mixed with it. What is confirmed by the Quran is the word of Allah, and what is against it is that of the people. So the point that I want you to recognize is I just read the Quran verse, and it tells you that the Quran comes to safeguard the previous scripture. It works as a watcher over the previous scripture, and this previous scripture referred to as the book or the Bible or the Torah and gospel. The Quran works as a safeguard, and it shows that it confirms what is true, while what is not true is of the people. Now, this brother is such a non-believer that he doesn't recognize that the Bible is the previous book, or that the Gospels is the previous book, because he believes that ultimately Allah has done away with these books, when in reality Allah is safeguarding the books with the scripture. So this Quran is a watcher over the previous scripture. How is it going to be a watcher over something that has he claims to have disappeared? I yield the floor. Is anybody there?
We're all here.
Okay.
We're all
And
here.
I just want to make sure that's very clear. The brother heard it when he disappeared.
I'm not sure. No, I don't think it's fair.
Are you still
He's
here?
still here.
So the brother has no response.
You might have put him to sleep. You might have bored the brother to death. I don't know. Like, I'm not speaking for him, but I'm just saying. I don't think
Who
he
was the
ran.
brother that was supposed to respond? Jesse? I came in
Manny.
late. Oh,
Manny's
that was
supposed to be
Jesse
responding.
Wait,
speaking. Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
wait a
sorry.
moment.
Okay.
I be getting their voice mixed up. I don't know how. Like, I be losing track of who is
Yeah, I
who.
thought that was
Man,
Manny that was
hey
just
man,
talking.
I hope I don't sound like that brother. Like a goddamn goof troop.
That's Jesse. All day.
Yeah, I thought it was Manny. That's why I said, oh no, they don't sound alike. But now I don't even, maybe I never heard
I be
Manny's
getting them
voice.
mixed up. No, I be getting them mixed up. Like, I
I don't know if
swear.
I heard his voice yet. I don't know.
I said I was on Team Jesse, but then they told me I was on Team Manny, so apparently I got them mixed up. I don't know.
You don't know their
Damn.
voices apart. Yeah.
They both knew. I got to learn them.
They sound
Hmm.
distinctly different to me though.
Yeah, when you know which one is which.
No, I mean literally, Manny just sounds like he really sounds like DeAndre to me when he talks, like how he enunciates his words, and even how he stops them in the middle of the in the middle of the joint. The verbiage he
Yeah, but when
uses
they get
sometimes.
mad, they switch up. Like I know them
you
apart when they normal, but when they get upset, they switch up. Yeah.
Where did Manny go?
He's
Did he
still
get
here. He's
off?
just no, he's
That
here. He's muted.
that brother's running.
Oh, he
Don't
running? Oh
don't run,
Lord.
man. Don't run.
Faithful.
That brother doesn't have a response.
Maybe he's looking up something to, you know, respond with.
Yeah, he might clap
Give
back
him a
hard.
minute. Yeah, give him a
Definitely.
minute.
Yeah. Or he's carrying the mindset that this shit is remedial and he doesn't feel like repeating himself again. Because I mean, he keeps saying this shit under his breath. I keep hearing him.
Mm. Cosmic colors.
I'm getting some bubble tea. Bubble tea with coffee. Some shrimp pasta. No, chicken pasta.
Not you trying to be like Silky.
I ain't trying to be like, why I gotta do me like that? Like, I ain't trying to be like nobody. I'm trying to be old and new. Give your love, give your one love. That's it.
Silky is the shrimp pasta eater.
It was chicken pasta. I got it wrong. Okay. Is that better?
Thank you for cleaning that up.
I had shrimp pasta last time. Like, what's wrong with that? Turkey ain't the only one. Like, shrimp pasta came from here, from Louisiana. We wouldn't have shrimp pasta if it wasn't for Louisiana. It's funny.
Mm.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Can you cite
yeah.
me that source, please? Can you give me that source?
Let me see. What is shrimp fettuccine originate in America?
In America.
I don't think
In
it's.
America. Where in America did shrimp fettuccine? How the hell do you spell fettuccine? All right, I got it.
I'm about
New
to say
Orleans, Louisiana.
FETTUC.
Quit playing with me. Quit playing.
So you just said the other day you was a spelling champ, and now you can't
Fettuccine is
spell
like French.
fettuccine.
That's like French. I'm an English spelling champ.
Okay.
He
Yeah,
funny
quit
as
playing
shit.
with me.
Put it in the back chat for me.
Yeah,
Sick.
once you go to other languages, like, yeah, look, you on your own there. But when it comes to English,
I don't care.
no,
I
yeah,
don't
you
like
ain't
that
gotta
noodle
care.
no motherfucking way.
Yeah, I bet you don't know. I bet you
No,
don't.
I didn't like fettuccine noodles to begin with. I don't like them. It don't got nothing to do with
Well, the
it.
next time you put fettuccine noodles in your mouth, you think about me
I ain't gonna think about you at all, nigga. Fuck that shit.
while you slurping the white sauce down your throat.
Oh God, please.
Dirty.